night. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud. And if you don't like the sound, you could just tune it out. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that.
It's so spicy. Hey guys, we're Ellis and Johnson.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kyle. And we're here to take you around the world with us. Welcome.
To Chiang Mai. Been a while since we've been in Chiang Mai. Here goes. So we arrived in Bangkok to start. We flew in from Egypt to Qatar, and we flew into Bangkok.
And we all know how Egypt went. Great. So we're feeling really, really good. And we've just arrived in Bangkok. It's a little bit crazy, but it's not quite as crazy as we thought it would be. Immediately, we get the bus.
It was our first experience of an Asian bus. Decoratives were interesting, but it was an 11-hour bus from Bangkok to Chiang Mai.
I played a lot of Switch. What did you do?
We slept.
We have made it to Chiang Mai. We have made it to Chiang Mai. So we then arrived in Chiang Mai actually the next day because it was like an overnight bus. Well, it wasn't like it was.
We did have a bit of an issue where we turned up to the first toilet stop and food stop with no food, no water, and no cash.
A lot of places in Bangkok, you needed a food card and you needed to sign up to be a member to put money on the food card, and we were like, just want to buy some chips.
But we managed to get to the bus, so we made it to the bus. Halfway through the bus journey it stopped and they're like, it's a food stop, here's the food stop. Okay, we only have American dollar, we haven't actually had time to take out any, but we didn't have any food. It was fabulous.
It wasn't the best. But then we arrived in Chiang Mai the next day and it was boiling hot.
Oh my days, I thought I'd acclimatized over Egypt, but I did not.
So immediately we needed to get some cooler trousers.
Cooler trousers, cooler t-shirts, cool thin material, but like long sleeved mozzies.
And I suggested linen, but oh no, not allowed linen because you need to iron it.
Oh, don't travel with an iron.
Actually arrived in Chiang Mai for the Yi Peng Festival, or Krathong Festival.
Krathong.
Loi Krathong.
We stayed in a place called the Mapping Hostel, which is the other side of the river to the walking street.
And it was amazing. I mean, I found it on booking.com. Every single thing that I book is on booking.com. We're now Genius Level 3s. It was incredibly cheap, £2 per person, so 4 between us per night to stay in the Mapping Hostel. So we stayed there for 7 whole days.
Not an upper class establishment, but what it might not have in terms of facilities, it absolutely makes it up with community. It's a beautiful place, so inviting. When we woke up the next morning, they had organised and bought everything in which to make a krathong.
We saw May, who's the receptionist there. She was making kratонgs on the floor. And we said, oh, yo, May, what are you doing? Oh, and he said to us, we're making kratongs. So the Yi Peng Festival, Loi Krathong, is about new beginnings. And it's about offering a float with a candle in the middle or a wish.
And has to be three incense sticks at the top.
It's for the water goddess to apologise and to wish for better sins to do with water. So the consumption of water, the way you use water.
I drink my water through wine. And coffee.
I drink a lot, so I had a lot to be
thankful about.
We made the kratongs and it was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. Our particular one was purple flowers and orange flowers.
You fold the banana leaves. May was showing us the specific way to fold them and stuck them on the side. And then I got a little bit crazy and started like cutting spikes and making big spirals. And
everyone was doing simple designs, and Patrick and I, of course, we googled one and none of them were okay. And then we scrolled down and we found one and it just had to be the most elaborate, extravagant one. So then after we made the kratongs, we decided to go into town and just explore the local area.
We didn't get too far away from our hostel, but we wanted to just see what was around.
But we did find the infamous Iron Bridge.
Just down the road from our hostel.
It was incredible. I think it was the very first time we thought, oh my gosh, we're in Asia.
The lanterns, the lights, the colours, stunning.
Finally be here, we have waited years. Before we even lived in Canada, before we did anything else, we always wanted to go to Asia, and we're finally living that dream.
It feels crazy that we've been here, the amount we've been here, but even just knowing that we stepped foot and started this journey.
Of course, I then found, upon our voyage into town, the mango and sticky rice, which is a whole mango cut up, or maybe a half a mango.
Half a mango.
Cut up, I wish whole, on top of rice. Now, I had no idea what made it sticky, and it's coconut.
It's just It's just not for me. Don't get me- I've eaten rice and I eat rice pretty much every day, but I'm just not down for coconutty sticky mango rice.
You literally have rice every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I like rice, just not sticky.
Honestly, basmati or pilau or long grain.
Fried, egg fried rice is my life. Hi guys, we're here on Iron Bridge in Chiang Mai for the Loy Krathong Festival and we are so excited. We have spent our time this afternoon, making our krathong in our hostel, which was so amazing. We've done one together. And Krathong is the New Beginnings Festival. So it's the festival of light of the river, and you're basically putting your krathong into the river to say, I'm sorry for my sins, I'm sorry for the sins of the water, and start afresh for the year. So we are going to go back and grab our krathong, light the candle and its 3 sparklers, and put them into the river.
As you can imagine, during the Yi Peng Festival, there are hundreds of millions of colours everywhere.
We turned down the street, headed towards a temple, and they were and they're not even like, they want you to walk through them. They want you to be in the colours. And it's so fascinating to see all the different decorations that people put outside their houses, outside their shops, to really support the festival.
So it then became the afternoon, evening time, and it was the very first time of the celebrations. So in Asia, everything happens at night time. Nothing happens in the day. Everyone gets ready for the night time. So as soon as there was sundown, that's when everyone came out. As we're heading back to our hostel, we've had some food, we've gone around the markets, I've had some mango and sticky rice.
I had a spring roll.
You did have a spring roll, which you've also had every single day since. We then were walking down by the river and it's very, very dark, and everyone, I mean hundreds of people, are down on the river and they're releasing their krathongs into the water. It was so magical.
To see a community come together to say thank you in such a magical way.
And celebrate a new beginning, which we were
also starting our new beginning.
We went back to our hostel and Julian, the hostel owner, decided he got everyone together. I suggested the time, about 8 p.m, because I'm a control freak.
And also we needed to go to bed.
We also needed to wrap this baby up. So we all went down and we had sparklers, which were absolutely incredible. Fireworks, which were a little bit dangerous and a little bit dodgy.
We had these little orange balls, like UK people, like a Christmas Christingle sort of size, an orange basically. And you literally just light the top and you've literally got the power of Zeus in your hand.
I didn't touch it, didn't want anything to do with it. So we put it down on the ground. I was a little bit skeptical. It was very, very dangerous.
And then we were like filming it, getting some good shots, and it wasn't me, it definitely wasn't my one, because I think I wanted to hold the power. But someone put theirs on the floor and it tilted towards us all and just covered Kyle in these sparkles.
I mean, I'm pretty sparkly, but I didn't want to be covered in that. I think I spent the rest of the time behind Patrick.
Because I'm rough and ready.
So we then had one of our friends who we met out there in Chiang Mai, who were also staying for 7 days with us. They bought a Harry Potter wand. Now, there's only one way to describe it, and it is that.
It's about 4 Harry Potter wands length.
Yeah, meter-long wand. She was just shooting magic spells from her wand, which is something I've never seen.
Definitely elm wood, quite supple.
Oh my god. So we then decided to send out our krathongs, and we took a moment to make our wishes, to think about the whole new year. We just let our wishes go onto the water.
Ready to start our Asia experience.
And that was day one. Day 2. So first thing we did, of course, because it's us, we decided to explore and get some food.
Food, because I'm absolutely starving.
And we had basically spent the whole day in the daytime. We were in Starbucks actually on this day, and different coffee shops. We tried out some different local food, and it was an edit day. It was just to sort of get ourselves prepared, get ourselves around,
Get ourselves acquainted with what it means to be in Thailand.
and sort out our SIM cards. Our particular SIM cards, we went with AIS, and we had Wi-Fi package, so basically we could use the Wi-Fi anywhere in public spaces, which was amazing. So after we spent the whole day, we then went out and we saw the lanterns.
What we came to Chiang Mai for.
Oh my gosh, the whole sky just lit up in these stars, floating stars.
You can pay to go to one of the large lantern events. Sometimes there's 2, but this year there was only 1. That does cost a lot. It's cheaper than it has been in the past, but it's also out of town, and we were hoping just to see the lanterns released around town.
So on our way to go get food, we then found the night market, which is our favourite place.
We love a market.
And there was karaoke there. There was
Fun fair ride.
yeah, there was so many food stalls. It was absolutely unreal. So we decided to grab some food.
And one of our favourite things to do, and whoever's been, you will know, and whoever's going, you will see the mountains of noodles that are just there, and they just put a plastic bag on the hand, grab them, chuck them in a box, that's yours, noodles done. We got that a lot.
So we picked up some noodles from the market, street food. God knows what they are, but we put brown sugar on them. So we're okay with that. The street food is very, very small. You need multiple ones of it. So we're just walking in the streets, having a look at everyone. So we're here, we found ourselves in this most amazing street market, night market for street food. We're currently having a look for some food. We've been around and there's a lot of chicken, there's a lot of rice, there's a lot of fish, but at the moment I'm not feeling very good, so I'm gonna skip the fish. Already had some mango and some rice, and probably gonna get some chicken and rice.
We're feeling a little bit deficient in some nutrients and some vitamins, so we decided to find some vegetables. Now, after scouring every single store, we found one single one.
Don't get me wrong, you can get your beans sprout here and there.
One single one that had broccoli,
Corn and beans and peas.
cauliflower.
Oh, and they're all on a stick. You just select how many you want, and they cook it and give it to you.
So we decided we're gonna get some veg, and we were thinking, right, we'll have that one and that one and that one and that one and that one, and we chose everything. And we thought this is absolutely great. So what she did was she covered it in some butter. She then fried it, and we thought, oh, okay. Grilled it.
Healthy.
She grilled it, sorry. And she was doing all this, and I was like, amazing. So then we were sort of chatting, we were waiting for it to be done. And then as we turned around,
She had dipped it in chili oil and sprinkled it with chili flakes.
now I'm having an absolute meltdown. We have just spent 1 hour trying to find vegetables, and I cannot believe that she just covered it and coated it in chilies.
We have to try it,
I did
because you
try
never
it.
know. So we tried it. His face blew off, and that was the end of that. So I had an abundance of veg to eat by myself, which I actually only made it through half before having to have a glass of water myself.
So after the very, very spicy piece of broccoli that I had, I decided we would have a foot massage,
Land of massage, eh?
which was a little bit weird. It was about 50 baht for half an hour, and we just sat sort of down. Well, we sort of got heckled over, and then we just sort of followed suit like a sheep.
Thailand tradition.
And we sat down, and we had these 2 ladies who massaged us.
Mine wasn't particularly wanting to do a great deal, and basically just spent her time just squeezing my legs
Sort of
from time to time.
Just a rub,
I think she itched it at one point.
as you can see. My lady was pulling every single ligament toe off
Making his
my
toes pop.
body.
So our hostel had told us that there was a parade happening, that the parade happens every day during the festival, and today is going to be our day that we find it.
So we walked down towards the old town of Chiang Mai, and we came across the most amazing lantern alley, and there were so many people taking photos, videos, and we sort of just pushed our way through.
As you have to.
And it was absolutely
This
incredible.
is my moment.
The shots that we got were just incredible, and I'll show you some now.
So we decided to hang out by the Golden Temple that's where we were going to start to see the parade. We did have a little look inside and see the Golden Temple.
Amazing, so many candles were lit outside.
Beautiful. And that's where we started our parade.
There were hundreds of people lining the streets, and then holy moly,
It happened.
the parade happened. There were bands with drums, trombones, clarinets, cymbals.
We had flag wavers, we had beautifully dressed ladies, we
Millions.
had smart men, we had all what seemed to be all the officers of something.
There were the Mr. and Mrs. like pageant winners.
Yeah, maybe like the king and queen. Like
And then
prom.
those boys. There were loads and loads of boys. Or I say loads, a dozen boys pulling and tugging this massive golden chariot.